Welcome to Whiskey and Whiskers. This is a midweek episode. This is your host, Chop.
Gator. Chris.
Blake.
And this week we're going into physics and shit.
New episode of Physics and shit. So, in 1914, this thing was invented called MDMA, or ecstasy. Also, this year, 1914, was the year that the brassiere was invented.
Damn.
So, coincidentally, that's also the same year that this dude named Einstein completed his general theory of relativity. So, I can't help but, imagine Einstein tripping balls and contemplating massive objects and his relativity to them.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Boobies.
But, yeah, well, I guess we'll never know if Einstein was tripping balls when he came up with the theory of relativity, but I guess that all depends on who you ask.
I think he was. I mean, look at his hair.
And what he thought about.
So relativity refers to all
Boobies.
Space, time, mass, energy, movement. Basically, as something happens, the way you perceive that happening is relative to your unique perspective. I feel like there's no better place to put this into perspective than the grocery store. So, imagine this dude, this real fucking piece of shit, gets up, walks out to his car and gets in it, and he starts driving, right? Now, in his mind, the entire universe is moving around his car. His car is staying still, and it's moving around him. And as it moves, it navigates him to the grocery store. He parks in a handicap spot because everyone knows there's only two types of people that park in handicap spots. That's handicapped people and fucking assholes.
Right.
So from his relative vantage of the universe, he's the shit, but from mine, he's a motherfucking cocksucker. When Einstein was considering this asshole, special relativity was the first concept that came into his head. Basically, it says nothing can travel faster than the speed of light, and then also the passage of time is relative to the speed you travel. So, as this cocksucker peruses the aisles, he slowly creeps down one aisle, and then he stops. And he's looking at fucking something. And he's got his cart right in the middle of the, so nobody can get around. And people are just buzzing around him, and time stands still from his point of view. He doesn't seem like he's taking a long time. It's everyone else. They're like, get the fuck out of the way. He's frozen like a statue, blocking the aisle for everybody else. All right, so that's, relative perspective. The second half of the theory of relativity is called general relativity. This idea overthrew Newton's concept of gravity by saying that time was a dimension just like the three-dimension of space, length, width, height, and then also time. It also combines the now four dimensions into space-time, a flexible fabric that with energy or mass warps space-time, creating a gravitational field which affects matter moving through it. So, back to this guy, right? As he's slowly creeping through the store, being in everybody's way, he's taking on mass throughout his whole visit. He's putting more and more shit into his cart. He's getting fatter somehow because he's just a piece of shit. And the more mass he throws in, the more mass is attracted to him. So he just keeps piling that shit on there. And by the time he gets to the 10 items or less line, his cart has the mass of a black hole, and his cocksucker status has become infinite as the number of items in his cart. And the two celestial objects that are his cart and his fat, stupid body are inevitably locked into an orbital dance where they will inevitably become one. Equals MC squared. That's the equation that everyone knows, right? Mm-hmm. It describes how matter can be converted into energy and vice versa, which is the theory that led to the atomic bomb. Yeah, this guy is going to go home. He's going to absorb all this fucking energy. He's going to become all this mass.
And an atomic bomb.
And the atomic bomb is basically my response to this motherfucking cocksucker that's constantly in everybody else's way. So, in short, that's Einstein's theory of relativity.
So how was the grocery store on the way home today?
I know. You must have had a really bad experience at the HEB.
Yeah. I don't know. I was trying to think of different places where people are infuriatingly slow. And
Traffic?
I've covered traffic before. That, I don't know. That's almost a joke, right? Everyone gets frustrated in traffic. So
and if it weren't for slow motherfuckers in traffic, then it wouldn't be such a great place to beat off.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So I was trying to come up with a place that like what's someone else that everybody finds infuriating? Like who is someone else that is just a real motherfucking cocksucker? Well, that fat asshole in the way at the grocery store.
Yeah, you got a point.
And I bet he's gonna go through the checkout line and he's gonna fill out a check. What do you want to bet?
Man,
Does he
and
have
want
cash?
cash back with his check too? I want $88, please.
They're gonna need manager approval.
need a lotto ticket.
And he peeled the barcode off at least 3 of the items.
Oh my god! And if you have coupons and you're like,
Coupons?
this coupon is good for double or nothing, and they're like, you can't use this coupon with the dude.
Or you don't,
They should have a separate line for motherfuckers with coupons and checks.
or people who don't weigh their shit and label it.
I think if
Yeah.
you're over 55, you got to go through a separate line.
Yeah, a senior lane. You sell it to them like,
So you're being accommodating to
yeah,
them.
but in reality, you're just getting them out of the way.
Yeah. You be sure to put the senior cash register checkout lady in the senior line.
Oh, dude.
What if
Time would stand still.
What if they had a senior driving lane? Could you imagine? It's just like, it is the right lane. They just make it the right lane.
Nah.
See, that's why we need self-driving cars, and then you just tell the seniors that they're driving. Kind of like when you give like your little brother the remote control that's not on when you're playing
Yeah.
video games. You know,
Yeah.
Look, Grandma.
you're like, Grandma, here, look, you have a special senior license. That means you get to drive in the senior lane, and it's just the self-driving car lane.
Just tell her where you want to go. Oh my god.
But you never did that, right?
What, gave you the remote or the controller that was
Yeah.
off?
Yeah.
Nah, I always gave you the controller that was on and then just dominated you. Just
Shit.
fucking wrecked you.
Yeah. Let's play NFL Blitz one time.
Until NFL Blitz came out.
Man, did you reckon NFL Blitz too?
Oh, I did. Yeah,
Dude, I would-
definitely.
Like, you were
well,
that
everything's relative, remember. So from his perspective, when in his tiny little mind at the time, he thought he was wrecking it.
Man.
Blake, were you one of those cocksuckers that was good at Madden?
No.
That's me, dude. I fucking killed everybody in Madden. Fucked up their shit, dude. Took their lunch home. They were not happy with me.
We
If
played
you're-
NFL Blitz.
I'll still fuck you up in Madden. I'll fucking wreck anybody in Madden.
We played NFL Blitz, which is not Madden. It's
No.
it's sloppy.
No, usually people who are good at Madden get wrecked at NFL Blitz.
Oh, see, I don't know. I didn't play a lot of Madden, but my thing was like, you know, okay, I'm gonna try and hand it to the running back, and then okay, it's you know,
You were trying to
third
play.
down, so I'm gonna pass it, you know, to the
No,
tight end. And Chop strategy
It's
on the
Hail
other
Mary
hand,
every
was Hail
time.
Mary
Yeah,
every
yeah.
time. Every time.
Yeah, when-
Defense or offense
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
And when you're on defense, it's blitz, 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 blitz.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unnecessary roughness on all the receivers before you have a chance to throw
Switch
it to them.
characters and just make them all dive. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
Immediate dog piles. Like, yeah. You just go nuts.
Physics of NFL Blitz, man. That's what that is.
Yeah, and and then it was fucked up too because we would just button mash at the start of the game to try and get cheat codes.
Yeah, we didn't know.
We didn't know them,
So
so
awesome.
inevitably somebody'd get something like somebody'd get like everybody has super speed, and the other person would be like, "You have big heads." Fuck.
That's so cool.
Your team's all mascots. Oh,
Yeah.
cool. That isn't nearly as effective as always completes passes.
Yeah. Oh, man. That game was so much fun.
But like you were saying, it's all a matter of relativity. So in my mind, there's only one option, and that's Hail Mary every time, because that's what fucking winners do. And then in your mind, you're like, I should be able to beat my little brother at anything because I'm his older brother.
yeah.
Yeah, it turns out
It's all